Well, let's see if this turns out. It's pretty dark in here right now. So we've got this. Oh, it's very cluttered. Anyways, we've got this at the right shape now. And we're going to skin the whole thing with Bondo because I'm not going to deal with the packing tape risking some problem there. And I will get little wrinkles probably. And it's lazy. So there's the seat as it's shaped. We're still working on the front curve section. And back, we've got some final patches here to get rid of a couple of well, not ripples, but very slight imperfections in there. And we're gonna do the rest with the wet sand, I guess. And I've done the paint to make sure I can see with the reflection whether or not there's any distortion on there. And as you can see, hopefully, it's really not too bad. I can't go macro on this, but you can see the layers of sanding there. Let's see if that helps there. So it is quite smooth. In some places it's finished, but there's some little pinholes that you can see here. Maybe if I zoom in, there's some pinholes on that one side there. So some more sanding. I think I'll add a little bit of Bondo at the back here. I'm using Bondo with a bit of fibre in it, so it has a bit of strength. It makes sanding a bit harder, but it's worthwhile. I don't want any chipping when it comes out of the molding. So I have a little bit here to fill, maybe an 1/8 of an inch, not even, at the highest point perhaps, and to match that curve there. So that's unfinished though, that lower part, and this has to be sanded as well, this whole light area here. And the light clears the bar from behind, so it won't interfere. We're going to take the fender and mount it off this once I get this fixed. I have to duplicate this side on this side and repair that. That's probably when it crashed or fell over or whatever. It broke off the rear fender when it twisted. And you got a new fender. So we're going to take the fender and fiberglass it, hopefully, quickly, because I've got the Firebird front fender coming as well. We're going to fiberglass it and cut it back to about here so that it matches up with the rear mounts of the fender just above the tail light. So we'll have a bobbed fender here, but we won't cut this original fender apart, even though it has a few imperfections. It's nothing perfect, but it's been fixed and stuff. It's clean, good lines. So enough to mold, and then we'll cut the bobber fender here, and that should come to right here, if you can sort of imagine it there. Maybe I can put it on the bike. This one-hand stuff is not good though. Put it on the tire to be safe. And it would be further than I can push it forward, so just imagine it cut back there, because that's where it bolts on, I think. No, not there. Not there. Oh, there it does, yeah. So it would bolt on right about there, stock. It hangs quite low on the back. So this will be cut so that it's right there. So from the back you'll see, I can't really do it, but it'll be a shorter fender like that, mounted properly, stock wise, and kicking the water out this way, so it'll protect the rear light. So anyways, after a day of work, that's where we're at on this. And I did this mostly after work today. I did some landscaping. It's But we have some definite pinholes. It's not an easy job to get it perfect. Perfect is subjective, but I have to do a little bit more work on this. And it'll be worthwhile because it'll be building up strength as I build up these layers as well. So, but the shape is definitely what I was looking for, and it seems to be pretty consistent. And BSA threw a curveball at me with this total tubing difference here. As the frame is different at that point, so you have to sort of match it. And then the rail is exposed on the side. So there you go, update on the handmade seat. And it looked pretty nice on this bike, I think. It doesn't look too big like that big seat that was on it, so.